Welcome to the Arizona Department of Education Informational Comprehensive Literacy State Development Grant webinar. Arizona has been awarded a 5-year, $20 million federal Comprehensive Literacy State Development Grant. We will refer to this grant as CLSD throughout this presentation. The Arizona CLSD project is a competitive grant that proposes to improve child literacy skills and instructional capacity on the science of reading. This grant project aims to strengthen collaboration, improve efficiency, and drive innovation to accelerate language and literacy outcomes. The focus will be children birth to grade 12 in high-need schools and qualified opportunity zones serving Arizona's most disadvantaged students. CLSD is a substantial investment that will award up to 25 qualified schools and/or early childhood programs who have demonstrated readiness and the ability to implement. The CLSD grant will be a competitive application process open to eligible early childhood programs, local education agencies, and education community consortiums. The needs assessment data underscore the impact of the challenges facing Arizona disadvantaged children and our need for targeted, strategic, evidence-based approaches to advance the literacy skills of our state's children living in poverty, English learners, students with disabilities, and other underrepresented subgroups. The CLSD project needs outcomes include 1. Building the capacity of Arizona schools and systems, serving the highest percentage of disadvantaged students to accelerate improvement in English language arts outcomes, focused on targeting schools and early childhood education sites in high-need areas. 2. Ensuring disadvantaged students have equitable access to highly effective teachers and early care and education providers trained in the science of reading. 3. Expanding Arizona's capacity and infrastructure to implement high-quality, evidence-based practices and strategies to support struggling readers. For more information regarding project need outcomes, please refer to page 7 of the Arizona Project Grant Narrative document located on the CLSD webpage. Located on page 9 of the CLSD Arizona Project Narrative document, you will find the Arizona Comprehensive Literacy State Development Grant Logic Model visual, outlining the comprehensive statewide approach, inclusive of cross-agency and cross-sector partnerships to improve student literacy outcomes. CLSD subgrantees will implement high-quality professional development and coaching supports and other evidence-based practices to improve outcomes for our most disadvantaged children from birth to grade 12. To build capacity in educators, caregivers, and practitioners to support, improve, and sustain effective teaching and literacy practices, Arizona has established the following 3 goals, objectives, and related outcomes. Goal 1 is to build the knowledge, skills, and capacity of early learning programs and school leadership to serve struggling readers more effectively in school and systems with the highest percentage of disadvantaged students in the state to accelerate their literacy outcomes. Related activities include create a competitive application, review and award subawards, literacy professional development, technical assistance and coaching, funding to support strong to moderate evidence-based strategies, assessment tools to document baseline and improvement data. For more information, please refer to pages 10 through 11 of the CLSD Project Narrative document located on the CLSD webpage. Goal 2 is to increase the number of disadvantaged students who have access to high-quality instructional staff trained in the science of reading. Related activities include professional development and coaching to birth to grade 12 teachers relative to the science of reading, high-quality, evidence-based professional development and coaching around language and literacy development, collaboration with institutes of higher education and system partners on pre-service and certification. Use and creation of measurement tools, pre-post survey, practice profiles, coaching data, early childhood environmental ratings, systems such as ECHRS. For more information, please refer to pages 11 and 12 of the CLSD project narrative. Goal 3 is to increase state capacity and infrastructure to implement high-quality, evidence-based practices and strategies to support struggling readers. Related activities include ongoing review of data, literacy program design evaluation, and strengthening community collaboration to support local literacy plans. Build a shared learning exchange, sub-grantee create and submit codified transition plans, increasing access to evidence-based instructional practices on the ADE and partner websites, and updating Arizona's literacy instruction plan. For more information, refer to pages 12 and 13 of the CLSD project narrative document. Arizona recognizes that improving language and literacy outcomes will involve a comprehensive statewide approach inclusive of cross-agency and cross-sector partnerships. Arizona's approach is grounded within the implementation science framework, which will be utilized throughout the course of the grant period. Based in research, this approach will provide a guiding framework for early learning providers and schools while simultaneously allowing them the autonomy to use program data to evaluate current practices, identify gaps, determine capacity to engage in the intervention and initiative, and to develop sustainable strategies specific to the unique needs. In year 1, the local grantee partners will complete the process of analysis and synthesis of needs assessment. In years 2 through 5, program teams will identify strategies and move toward implementation of research-based strategies. For more information regarding project design, please refer to page 8 of the CLSD Arizona project narrative document. Following the implementation science framework, Arizona will devote the first year of the CLSD project to creating and releasing the application for consideration for potential subgrantees, selecting and awarding subgrantees, enhancing statewide resources, supporting the investigation and analysis of local needs assessment data, building the capacity of subgrantees on the use of frameworks and tools designed to evaluate current practices, and building the capacity of early learning programs, local education agencies, and education community consortiums, personnel around the science of reading, and Tier 1 strong and Tier 2 moderate evidence-based practices. Years 2 through 5 will focus on the initial implementation of identified evidence-based practices and programming by subgrantees, the ongoing review of program progress and data, the leveraging of actionable data, and the leveraging and enhancement of current literacy networks and initiatives to support implementation efforts. Arizona recognizes that improving literacy outcomes is not the sole responsibility of a single entity. To ensure our most vulnerable children have access to highly qualified instructional staff, evidence-based interventions, and appropriate literacy programming, collaboration among ADE, other state agencies, our state literacy initiative, and other community partners, private and philanthropic, is essential. Arizona CLSD project leverages the state's strong partnerships and existing state education agency infrastructures to create a cost-effective model that utilizes available resources so as not to duplicate current statewide and local level initiatives. At the heart of Arizona's CLSD project is the goal to support making high-quality literacy instruction available to all students, ensuring equal access and treatment to disadvantaged children, and improving student outcomes. Success is dependent on a highly effective workforce, access to evidence and standards-based curriculum and interventions, high-quality literacy programming, and actionable data used to inform instruction and decision making. Please refer to pages 21 through 27 of the Clsd project narrative document that outlines the high-quality project services Arizona will deploy during the implementation. June of 2020, Arizona Department of Education completed the submittal of the Clsd grant. September of 2020, Arizona was awarded the $20 million Clsd grant. October through November of 2020, internal and external systems are built with lead partners such as First Things First and Read on Arizona. December of 2020, ADE informational webinars to the field will be rolled out. January of 2021, the Clsd application will go live for programs that meet the consideration requirements and guidelines. February 2021, ADE and designated partners will review the Clsd applications to determine awards. And during the months of March through April of 2021, programs will receive award notifications. For more information and details, please refer to pages 16 through 20 of the Clsd project grant narrative. For this competition, state education agencies are required to prioritize sub-grant applications within opportunity zones that meet the higher evidence levels of strong or moderate evidence included in the definition of evidence-based. Not less than 15% of grant funds must be used for state and local programs and activities pertaining to children from birth through kindergarten entry. Not less than 40% of grant funds must be used for state and local programs and activities allocated equitably among the grades of kindergarten through grade 5. And not less than 40% of grant funds must be used for the state and local programs and activities allocated equitably among grades 6 through 12. The Tax Cuts and Jobs Act of 2017 created tax incentives for investors to support economic development in designated low-income communities referred to as opportunity zones. The concept is for private capital to be pooled to support business development, sustainability, and jobs in distressed communities. To access the latest updates of the Arizona Clsd project, please visit the ADE Comprehensive Literacy State Development Grant webpage at azed.gov/standards-practices/CLSD. Thank you for attending the ADE Clsd informational webinar.